Welcome to What Would Trump Do?, where we break down Trump's policies, decisions, provide historical context, and potential outcomes. Here's what's next. President-elect Donald Trump has kicked off his pre-administration era with a fiery 90-minute speech at AmericaFest in Phoenix, Arizona. From immigration and diversity initiatives to the Panama Canal and the Department of Government Efficiency, this speech set the stage for his second term. Today, we're breaking down what he said, why it matters, and how it might shape the future. Immigration has always been a cornerstone of Trump's agenda, and it remains at the forefront as he promises the largest deportation operation in U.S. history. Trump's claim that countries are emptying their insane asylums and prisons into the U.S. lacks evidence, but it resonates with his base. Historically, mass deportation programs like Operation Wetback in the 1950s have been controversial and logistically challenging. If implemented, Trump's plan to label Mexican drug cartels as terror organizations could escalate tensions with Mexico, impacting trade and diplomacy. However, his supporters argue that drastic measures are needed to curb illegal immigration and cartel violence. Trump's pledge to stop woke includes banning diversity, equity, and inclusion programs and reversing gender-affirming policies. He vows to protect women's sports by barring transgender athletes and to end transgender lunacy with executive actions. While these promises energize his conservative base, critics argue they could lead to increased discrimination and legal battles. Historically, such cultural policies have been divisive, with long-term consequences for public perception and civil rights. In one of the more unexpected parts of his speech, Trump criticized the 1977 treaty that returned control of the Panama Canal to Panama. Calling it a ripoff, he threatened to demand the canal's return if fees charged to U.S. shippers remain unfair. But how feasible is this? The canal, a vital artery for global trade, is unlikely to be reclaimed without significant international backlash. Critics see this as another example of Trump's rhetoric outpacing reality, while supporters view it as a push for fairer trade practices. Trump praised Elon Musk, his pick to lead the new Department of Government Efficiency, for his bold criticism of a bipartisan spending agreement. Musk's influence, both in politics and business, is undeniable. However, giving him such a pivotal role raises questions about the balance of power and accountability in Trump's administration. While Musk's leadership could streamline government operations, critics warn of potential conflicts of interest and the risks of consolidating power in the hands of a single influential figure. Trump's speech at AmericaFest marks the beginning of what he calls a common-sense revolution. This style of using public addresses to rally support and set the tone for an administration is not new, but Trump's approach is uniquely theatrical and divisive. With policies that polarize and energize in equal measure, Trump's second term promises to be as transformative and controversial as his first. The question remains, can he deliver on these sweeping promises, or will they falter under scrutiny and resistance? Trump's speech is just the beginning. As his administration takes shape, we'll be watching closely to see how these promises unfold and what they mean for America's future. Stay tuned.